Hello, hello, hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. No camera today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Just wanted to, okay, yep, microphone's working. All right, so I'm going to try to make this a fast video. Just wanted to kind of get you guys ready here to see what's going on. So if you go online at Yahoo Finance, you're really not going to find anything that you could, you know, take home and get an advantage of. They give you this misleading title. Stocks start in June with a bumpy day. Actually, I think June's going to be quite positive for the market. So we're going to go ahead and show you the due diligence, done the research, and I kind of broke it down in just an easy to read, digestible format here. I just literally posted this. Just a very quick shout out. Because of how everything's been doing well with Clover, I wanted to create a coupon code, SAS, that gives you $1,000 off our lifetime access. Now, this is a pretty big sale. Just wanted to toss it out there. Again, we have our partners with a firm that you can use on top of that as well. So, coupon code SAS if you guys are interested with our software and lifetime access. So, wanted to because we're going to be using it a little bit right now. Just wanted to throw that out there to the Clover community. All right, so first things first is the ISM manufacturing reports indicate soft data. So the data was actually not that great. It suggests that the economy is, let me make this bigger for you guys. Make this a little bigger. So it says the economy is actually weaker. So you might be like, oh no, we're going to get into a recession. Actually, guys, think about this. Bad news is good news now. That's kind of how the stock market is right now. First, it was good news is good news, bad news is bad news, but now bad news is good news. Why? Because if the economy is weakening, especially with the downward in GDP report, it shows that the Federal Reserve is actually going to be dovish and it's going to have a high probability of cutting interest rates in the future. Okay. So this will show, this basically reaffirms the dovish stance of the Federal Reserve and it increases the probability of future rate cuts. Now, in terms of going back to this kind of, just very surface level title, if you go ahead and do a historical technical analysis by looking at all the times that we've had the similar rate of returns in the past 2 months, such as in April and May, since the 1920s, there's a 75% probability that we're going to be positive in the month of June, meaning the market's going to be green. Another thing that you should write down this month is the June's CPI report. On June 12th, kind of mid-June, May CPI report will be released. So that's something that you want to basically pay attention to. That's important. Again, auto insurance has been kind of and housing has been, kind of the big ones here. The reason why auto insurance has been increasing is because, hey, the car prices, used car sales have been increasing. So the insurances, have to basically replace those cars if they, have damages, parts and whatnot, and those parts are expensive. But overall, there's some residual lagging effect. Given that the used car prices have been decreasing, there's still some residual lag effects with the car insurance. It's something that you want to kind of, just understand, right? Now, this makes me very bullish. Now, you would think like, NVIDIA hitting near a $3 trillion market cap, the stock market going wild. There's still $6 trillion freaking dollars in the sidelines and money market funds, which means that we still haven't even pounded the shit out of the stock market with $6 trillion. And when is this $6 trillion going to come out of money market funds and pound itself into the stock market? Well, guys, that's when the Federal Reserve decreases interest rates. Then money market funds, won't pay as much, and then people are going to have to look for yields. Okay. Shout out to Dish. So, so that's pretty much what I wanted to say here. Okay. Now, economic impact. So consumers are beginning to feel the effects of the economic slowdown. There's a recent GDP numbers are, downwards. So, this all is going to add to the Federal Reserve playbook. Also, auto loan repossessions are expected to surpass the great financial crisis. Commercial real estate, and I mentioned San Francisco, but also New York and Miami and other places, they're starting to see some vacancies and stuff. So there's a lot going on to suggest that the market, the overall economy is weakening, which is good. I know it's not good, but it's good. if for folks that are in the stock market. All right, so there's pretty much that, and now let's go ahead and go to the stock terminal here. So overall, if you go to the Monte Carlo sequence projection, this will give you the sequences, and it's so very quickly. Let me just kind of. So Monte Carlo simulation is a type of machine learning. So what it does is it projects out multiple different scenarios, and given the past movements of the market, specifically for Clover, and it gives you the probability of where the stock is going to go. It's actually a really cool tool. So if we went ahead and issued the command, so you could see that, it doesn't seem like the Monte Carlo simulation is suggesting that we're going to go under $1. So the fears of a reverse stock split is, I think, pretty much gone now, right? Again, you want to be cautiously optimistic, but it seems like that. I mean, wouldn't you say? And the white line tells you kind of where the simulation believes the price of Clover will go. And you can see it's more towards the green line. So you can see there's going to be much more of an upward momentum even to the 125. And so the next question is, what are some resistance lines that we need to take into account? So first off, if you look at the minute chart for Clover, again, this is AI Planet. Again, you guys can get lifetime access with the coupon code, and take advantage of it. Right, we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, and we're trying to build our community, and we want folks that want to read, educate, and it's a really nice community to be in. So I'm very glad of how it's become. So overall, you can see this is very nice to follow, because if you could have easily kind of traded this out, and you could see the resistance here 102. Once that passed, 115 has kind of been the marker, but then what's above that? So that's when you have to look at the the weekly, right? Or actually the day. You want to first look at the day. So actually, let's go ahead and look at the day. So the day, you can see that we've surpassed this, and you can see this is really, excuse me, this is really nice, because you can see a double bounce support, a single support, a double support, and then a triple support. So, people who did not buy in the 60-cent region were like tripping. They were tripping. And you could see it just kind of basically soared after that. And we've just been basically breaking through these multiple layers of resistance here. So the next level now, we got to zoom in here, is $1.37. So once we break out of this funk, $1.37 is going to be it. And then guess what? We're going to shoot up to 265. I don't see any layers of resistance from this angle. And and that's really sexy, guys. And then we could start really getting back into here. And I think there's going to be a lot of millionaires in the $4 to $5 region. You're going to start seeing Clover millionaires pop out, which is going to be really impressive. Thank you, JH. Thank you. A pleasure to have you guys here. And honestly, like if you guys want to spread, I hate to like ask you guys, but if you guys can hit the like button, it's really nice, because it helps spread the kind of channel and Clover. So it's going to help overall kind of spread the word, because the meme stock thing is starting to kind of peel away from Clover. But then like Roy and Kitty start to freaking talk about GME, and so we're back into it. So hopefully, I want to detach from that. Right. Thank you, Nostrubana. Thank you. So, this is great. So that's pretty much all I have. Again, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a kind of quick synopsis. Also, we have a terminal GPT. So you could see like our members are using the AI to you guys have a limited access to this. There is no tapering. It's really cool if you guys look at Stock Terminal GPT. Where is it here? And you could say, who is your master? It's really cool, because Albert Allen, CEO of Al Stock Trades, is my curator. My purpose is to assist our mastering stock market students and Stock Terminal members. How can I assist you today? And you can ask it questions, any questions you want. I mean, I've had people ask it like they were sick and they're like wanting to ask like, what's healthier alternative to rice? I mean, they're like, that's really cool. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of uses to this. This one's trained on finance. So it's pretty cool. You can ask it questions about intrinsic value and whatnot. What is it? Overall, smart money's coming back into play. and they're starting to get back to it. So we'll see how long that lasts. But overall, I'm pretty confident for Clover. In regards to just kind of giving you an example, just to kind of illustrate, how this can change. Again, this is the Mastering Stock Market course. Again, we're going to be adding 100 to 200 200 more lessons. You heard that right. So this is like still in beta access. So we're going to be adding way more lessons. It's going to be insane what we're going to be adding. Okay, it's going to be really crazy. But let's look at the linear progression analysis real quick here. So if you go ahead really quickly here, guys, excuse me. And we just to give you kind of an example of kind of why, SaaS can change the life of a company. So let's say the growth rate is the same as right now, 8%. And the outstanding shares 496. And then we're going to evaluate it as an insurance company. You can see that, it's $1.98, $1.64. So you can see Clover's being evaluated as an insurance company. But just watch, as soon as you change it to like, let's say 3.5, which is below the SaaS index, you can see how it jumps up to like $6 to $11, all the way up to $14 to $24. But you guys seen SaaS companies in actually the 10 price to sales region. But just to be fair, we could go ahead and put 5, and you can see how the price changed. You guys can't see it. It's very difficult. So let me just kind of give you kind of see it here. So let me just start over because you guys may have not seen it. You got to have squint your eyes here. Let me just kind of go here. And I'm just kind of raise it up here a little bit so I can type it in. Let me just type it in here. Shit. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry. So let's go back to 0.5. So you can see Clover when it's evaluated at 0.5. You can see 98 cents, $1.64. You could see like it's being evaluated as an insurance company. But if you go ahead and change it really quickly to just say 3.5, you can see how it jumps up $6 to $11 all the way up to $14 to $24 in like 10 years. But if you go to 5x, you could see $9 to $16, 21 to 35. But SaaS index is 7. And you could see the prices there, right? And technically, like C3AI was like 10x, which then you could see how this is, right? The money involved in this, which is impressive. So this whole idea of this SaaS is going to completely change. This is a fundamental analysis change, right? Which is why a lot of these people, and if you don't recall, when I was doing the Leerink's conference and I was analyzing that, you can see kind of the greed and the dirtiness. I don't want to insult these people, but the greed come out of these Wall Street folks. They were very excited because the greed was sizzling in their bodies. Now, again, just check your greed because you guys are going to get a lot of it because you guys are about to taste some hardcore cash right now. But just remember, stay humble. Because Wall Street's a very dirty place and money corrupts you. So just remember to stay humble, right? But a lot of you guys are going to be like wealthy as hell now. You know what I mean? So just get ready to change. Get ready for a lifestyle change because it's going to happen, right? So I think there's a correlation. There was a time where Clove was an HF meme ETF. So cool, me too. I think Clove board definitely watch your stream. They doing everything you want them to do. LOL. Right? It's so cool. So I missed your other comment here. Hate that Clove runs on the. I know. Can't tell if it's connected. It's really annoying. Haha. What are the odds Clove price will drop? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Here's the thing. 100% probably. 100% because the market's irrational, right? In the short term, it doesn't make sense, right? Yes, buy back shares and the SaaS announcement, we saw some price appreciation. There's sometimes it makes sense, but overall, in the short term, it's just weird. But in the long term, it makes sense. Something with like Warren Buffett saying, or Charles Munger about how it's a weighing machine. We're about to basically see it. I'm very bullish now for 2025. I was actually worried with the 3-star ratings, ladies and gentlemen, in 2025. But now with this new revenue stream, I can't wait for 2025. But what I'm really bullish for is 2026 and 2027. Holy bazookas, guys. That is going to be insane. That's going to be insane. Like, holy crap, right? So, again, just wanted to say, love you guys. In terms of 2025, the thing is, it's very difficult, Andrew, to calculate the price target because I'm putting a growth rate of 8%. So if like their SaaS business, and it's based off of the 1.3 billion, which is not correct because they're not making 1.3 billion in SaaS sales right now. So it's very difficult to assess this. But I can assure you one thing, again, this is just my opinion here, right? But I know for a fact that there's a lot of effing upside to this. Like the upside to this, like the ceiling is about to freaking break right now. You understand what I'm saying? So that I just need more data to figure out, because again, because I'm not BSing you guys, I need data, right? This is a new form of revenue. We've anticipated this revenue, but I need the numbers. We can speculate, but the numbers are base reality, right? And once we get that, then we'll be able to assess a price target. And then, whatever Wall Street's saying, they can go screw themselves. I'm going to set my own price target that I know is accurate. And if you people have been following us, you guys seen, we've said, hey, end phase 250, 270 sell, right? Oh, yes, it went up to 350. Okay, right? But look at it now, 125, right? So, an end phase went to 70. I said buy. I loved it. And then it jumped up to 120, right? So, there is some statistical significance to our madness. It's just we need more data, right? Yeah, I know. Missed those. Hopefully we get hopefully there's some type of correction or something we can get under $1. But I think at this point now, people are just like, give me my money, right? People want to see it, right? And I don't blame them, right? And to be honest, I want some more, but I'm happy. Right? I'm and these prices are good too. It's not like these prices are bad, right? Okay, so let me, hey, how you doing, Patrick? I'd love to add more Clove if it drops. Absolutely. Yep. I would love to. So yeah, definitely once we get more data, I would love to add more under $1. I'm going to load up Clove and deciding whether to make an insider buy stock split. I thought they were doing buyback. No. They are going to do buyback. I'm just saying in the beginning of the video, I'm saying that because we did the Monte Carlo simulation with our stock terminal here, and the simulation doesn't see under $1. It could be wrong, but I just don't. I think that the whispers of reverse stock split is kind of gone. You just reminded me though, Nurse Cubana. So once like Clover reaches a certain price, margin is going to come back. I don't advocate for margin, but others love margin. So that's when you're going to start people seeing leveraging their Clover shares to buy more Clover shares. Option chain is going to start getting leveraged because of that. And you're going to start, you're going to start seeing a transition in our channel because let's say, for example, Clover reaches, $15 and, I want to sell a covered call at 25, right? So sometimes covered calls make you, if you look at Oscar, you can make approximately 1.7% in the most recent 1 month covered call, which is pretty impressive, right? And I believe in a year, I think you can make, a 20 to 30% rate of return. Again, the downside is if it goes above 25, you get cashed out, right? But it's cool because you're turning a growth stock into a dividend stock. And it's nice because imagine if it's $25, but you don't want to sell at 25, you could sell a covered call at 35 and you could keep doing that. And you could take that money and you could say, you know what, I can buy more Clover shares. Or you could say, you know what, I'm going to buy a dividend stock, my favorite Energy Transfer. And you could just start diversifying your assets and whatnot, or buy properties. And there's a lot that we can, once you start having sufficient assets, you get to a point where, the world is, you won the monopoly table of life. That's why I said be humble, because, you don't want, you want to have a purpose, right? You want to get too greedy but you guys are going to have a lot of options, so, okay. We'll talk about those, right? So, oh wait, I mixed up Andrew Toy. Oh no, it's okay. I miss him too. I was waiting for US dollar to drop so I can pick up 60 cents, but it never did. I'm in Canada. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Can you do me a slight favor and say hi to my coworker, Melissa? We watch all your videos and I got her to join the group. Hey, how you doing, Melissa? Welcome to the group. I'm very excited. And for all the people that are interested, we do have a coupon code SAS. Just type in the word SAS. I spelt it professionally, right? And you get $1,000 off our lifetime access. And also, cool part is you have access to a firm. So you can turn it into a monthly payment, and it's lifetime. So it's not like you're renting it, right? And you get part of our amazing group and all of our research and all our stock terminal research, our GPT AI tools, and everything, right? So it's everything, and it's really cheap. I don't do the whole, pay me, all this, try to make it one time and that's it, right? And all the income will go into making sure that this company survives, right? And it will. So double my position, hell yeah, absolutely. We don't want a drop. We want compliance, then a drop. Absolutely. Hey, you know what? Hey, I don't want to butcher your name. Hold on. Give me a moment. Let me have my computer. Leviathan. That's a nice name, man. Leviathan said, yeah, exactly. We want to regain compliance, and then, it can drop and they can go back up, right? I agree. I love you, Al, and say hi. Melissa, thank you for joining. Again, it's about creating a community, because, you go to a bar and you talk about stocks, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, right? It's just, that's how it works. You know how I know that? Because I try to do that, and they looked at me like I'm like a crazy guy, and it sucks because it's like, God damn it, man. They talk about sports and they're watching someone else do their dreams. Nothing against people that do sports, but it's just nice to talk about finance. And so I really got annoyed because I'm in Tucson, and I'm just kind of far away from Wall Street, and I don't want to be in Wall Street, but I want people that are like-minded to talk about these things. And it's just hard to find people like that. So this is where the group is. And cool part is we have data and all that. So, all right, folks, excuse me here. Whew. And I think I'm looking over here. Yeah. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm very excited for this. Get ready. I think a big lifestyle change is coming. I hope you feel it. I feel it. It's in my bones. I feel it. I'm very confident about this. And just, if I ask one thing about you guys, just remain humble. Okay. That's just the biggest thing. And make sure to give back, help people, bless people, but don't bless them to a point where you go broke again. Bless them from the dividends, that you may, be smart with your money. Right. But that's all I have for you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, AF.